Good evening everyone, welcome on board this Aerobask Phenom 300 on Xplane 12.3. I'm Guillaume, I will be hosting you, flying you today to Birmingham. We are currently in Munster, Osnabrück, flying the Victor Lima, which I can show you right here. Beautiful Phenom 300, which registration does not exist anymore. It was sold a few years ago, this one. But anyways, we are taking it towards Birmingham tonight. All the pre-flight calculations, briefing has been reviewed. The weather on departure is slightly rainy, might be bumpy on the departure, and then later on will be smooth, but we expect a lot of traffic because we'll be on Vatsim, and there is an event tonight called the Great British Staffing. It's going to be very interesting. It is one of my first stream on such a high traffic load, so yeah, let's see what happens, and let's get started. So we reviewed everything. I just want to brief a few details about the performance. Performance for the departure is sufficient. We have 2000 meters of runway and 2000 meters of runway required for the accelerate stop today. 2200 even, so even better. We are taking off runway 25, we expect runway 25 at least, from Munster, and if anything happens we continue straight ahead 2500 feet. We'll do either a left or right turn and then back to Munster on the ILS-25. Other than that, we will be flying over the Netherlands and then crossing the channel towards the UK. We'll be entering the London airspace via Lambourne, famous Lambourne, and then it's the arrival to Birmingham. Flight time today, 1 hour 10 minutes, and I hope you are feeling comfortable right now. So, let's get connected on Vatsim, if I didn't do that already. No, I didn't. E55 P. Yep. And there we go. So, we are now connected on Vatsim, and it will be time to just start loading everything. So, I'm gonna ask for a GPU, and with that, it's time for the pre-flight. So we start on the left, oxygen is pushed, batteries 1 and 2 out, burst tie auto, that's up, up, auto, up, up. You can open the hydraulic valve. It's good. Stowed, stop, stop, off, off. Both. Idle, idle, and the parking brake is set. Navigation light is on. So, some battery. And some light. So.
TOS system test okay.
Ah, that's good. So, battery is on. We do fire test.
T-test fire. Fire.
Good.
Fire. Fire.
Annunciator test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. That's good. And we are now on the GPU. So 28 volt, 24.5. That's loading. Where is it? Interesting. Well, at least the battery is not depleted anymore. I guess that's just a bug from the update. Alright, so that's done. And now it's time to work on the flight plan. So, the first waypoint is called Suvox. Then from Suvox it's a direct to Red Goo. Only uniform. Then load the airway 602 Red B. Then, oh, even better. Clear that, enter. Menu. Load airway 602 to Flevo. That's better. Lovely. And the 980 to Valco. Valco? Yeah, gotcha. Then direct to Nogo. Mike 40 to Lambourne. No, to Sabre. And then 980 to Lambourne actually. Even better, no, to Lambourne, yeah. Lambourne. And then from Lambourne we go 610 to Henan. There you go. And then finally, Echo Golf Bravo Birmingham. That's loaded. So the flight plan is correct. Procedure, departure. We expect the runway 25. So that's the Suvox 1 Whiskey. And it's time to check that we have the right sequence. So sequence is 257, 258, and then Suvox. Correct. Initially is 5,000 feet, which is blue now, and that's the flight plan dealt with. It's very funny because the battery is draining. That's very weird. So I'm not going to bother anymore with the GPU. We're gonna start the engine 2, otherwise we might run out of battery. So engine 2 on run, nav, before start checklist, pre-flight and test completed, oxygen bottle pushed back auto, oxygen pressure was checked at dispatch on the status. Yep. Electric panel above 27 volt, and yeah, not anymore, but the GPU is plugged in, bleed panel is everything auto, hydraulic pump, bleed panel all auto, fuel panel, pumps auto, crossfeed is off, hydraulic pumps are both open, pressure cutout is pushed out, ice protection ADS is off and as required, engine fire panel pushed out and the bottles are off, start-stop AIs, stop, well, not off anymore, ignition both auto, alright, coming auto too, thrust lever idle, flaps and speed brakes up and closed, parking brake is set, the door is not closed, that's normal, we start number 2 only, so start number 2. That's better. There you go. So the V-speeds, when we enter, 103, 103, 114, VFS takeoff 127. Alright. That's why. Take off these figure set and alright, briefing. So we'll be departing Munster via this Super 1 Whiskey departure, NSA 2500 all around. It's quite easy departure, maximum speed 250 until Delta Delta 258. Extra fuel and time is 15 minutes, 1 pounds. We are parked at General Aviation, will be taxiing to Alpha Runway 25. It's a standard takeoff flaps 1 with anti-ice on. And in case of anything, straight ahead 20,000 feet, left or right is safe. We come back, we land at Munster. We are below maximum landing weight, flaps full is okay. It's done. There is no such things as questions, and we are more than ready and very early. That's lovely. Stall protection test will be performed when we close the door. We perform the rest of the test when we close the door. When we have three engines. Okay, so I guess at this point we can close the door. Lower the noise level for you boys. That's way better. Oh yeah. Oh, that's more like it. It's a lovely part of the Phenom. Such a quaint aircraft. So we can have the flight directors in takeoff, nav, so GPS, flight director and takeoff. That's perfect. Q&A. Cross check 1000 and it's playing the same, all good. Lovely. So the map is reset as I like it. Alright then. So system elec. And elec, it's connecting. Yes. And now it's disconnecting. Stop protection.
Stall, stall. Stall, stall. Stall, stall.
There you go. Anti-ice test. Is it working or what? Ah, yeah. If I don't start the other engine, it's not gonna work. Did I tell we have to start the other engine before we do the test? Yes, I did, and I forgot. That's working better. Alright. And engine TIC is on. Lovely. So after starter, GPU is disconnected. Electric emergency was checked. Takeoff data, stall protection is tested. Takeoff data set, trims, rudder and yaw are 0 and pitch is in the green 8. Flight controls and speed brake. Full left, right, neutral, full down, full up, rudder, full left, full right, and the speed brakes. Yep, they're deploying. And closing. Ice protection is anti-ice on. The flaps are 1 for takeoff after start check is complete. I fear that we are going to be a little bit too early if I start taxiing now. However, we don't have a choice because we are starting to burn fuel. So, I mean, we have a bit of extra fuel, so that should... No, we don't have extra fuel. And there's the problem between kilograms and pounds. No, we should have 2,300 and we have only... Okay, so my aircraft is in pounds and I'd set the fuel in kilo. Yeah, okay. I see my mistake. You see, always have to cross-check. So to do 2,300, that should be... Yeah, alright. Recompute and set. B2 is now 115. All good. So now the fuel quantity is checked and we are sure that we have enough fuel. We're ready to taxi. Munster, hello, Foxtrot Victor Lima Phenom from position 18. We taxi to the runway 25 via Delta and Alpha at Munster. Little glance outside just to see if we are clearing everything with the wings. Oh yes. That is nothing. So that's left here, then left on the main, then left on Delta. Clear right side, and should be clear left side, yeah, definitely. And brake check, it's braking. So the weather radar is showing that we have some... yep. North of us we have some echoes. Yeah, it's only mildly green, so we should be absolutely alright. Clear left side and clear right side. Hello, lonely viewer. I don't know who you are, but I like seeing you here. Hello. So, icing conditions. Wing stud is armed.
Takeoff. Okay.
Lovely. Before takeoff, takeoff config, takeoff OK. Yes, checked, only anti-ice. Signs on yaw damper is off, ice protection is tested and set, ATR is showing right. Below the line, packs advised, exterior lights would be set and transponder would be alticoder. Could even activate the windshield at this stage. Thanks, buddy. Needs. Hey, welcome on board. Have a seat, have a drink. It's private aviation for you. Munster traffic, Fox Victor Lima, we are at Alpha, entering and departing runway 25, Munster. Okay, approach sector is clear, Alpha 25, before takeoff checklist was complete, we are ready loading. You guys ready? I hope so, because I am. Let's go to the UK. And yeah, definitely, Nils, Xplane has come a very long way. It's looking beautiful now, especially the weather. Unfortunately, it's night now in Europe, but I was flying a bit earlier today. Bloody lovely clouds. Impressive. I will do a video show. Maybe I will stream. Maybe I will do a streaming on the King Air 90, the Black Oak version, the free one. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm absolutely French, and Fuentes is absolutely Spanish. That's root of the family, but I don't speak any Spanish. Alright, take off. Time check 08. Take off, ATR green. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. 2 times. $80 knots. You want to rotate. Yup. Flight level change. 115. Climb thrust. And the speed goes to 170, 180. Speed rate set. Flaps up. Yaw damper 1. Autopilot. Autopilot, yaw damper, GPS and flight level change. Alt set 5000 wide. So there is no ATC. We clear ourselves to flight level 100 for now. Some ATCs coming online, but not our sector. That's okay. Cruising altitude for today will be flight level 430. I will set it right now because there is no ATC, so there's no point in 430 waiting anybody. And we'll climb at 220 knots. Passing 5000 feet, the standard. Standard barrel. Cross check, passing flight level 57. Now checked and lovely. After takeoff, landing gear, up, flaps, up, yaw damper, on, thrust levers, climb, pressurization. Looks like we're pressurizing. Altimeters, cross check, ice protection, ice required, still required, and exterior lights are set after the check is complete. Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. I'm not using X-Enviro, I'm not using anything to be honest. It's barebone Xplane, and it's, as you can see, it's working quite well. I mean, we are in pitch darkness now, but at some point I hope we will get out of the clouds and we will start to see something. But man, I miss the Phenom. Man, I miss flying you. I'm flying the 320 for work, and I can tell you that's definitely another animal. Phenom feels light, nimble, agile, capable of doing things you couldn't expect from the Airbus. It's such a nice plane. And it's way more modern too. The avionic, the Garmin avionics, we saw it in general aviation, in the sim and everything. But still, it's impressive what they managed to pack up in such a compact form factor. It's very lovely. You have to get around with a little bit of the Garmin logic with the button and everything, but that's still it's impressive. So we can now accelerate to 260 knots. And the external lights come off. So now we're hitting a little bit of turbulence, as we can expect, because it's how to say, bumpy departure as we could have expected today, and we did expect it. I have no idea if we are out of the icing now. I don't see anything outside this. Yeah, I think we can kill the anti-ice. Let's see if the Phenom detects some icing after that or not. It's minus 35, we should be okay. Alright. Still not out of the clouds, right? Well, I don't see some icing, so that's the good news. We're still punching more than 3,000 feet a minute. That's impressive. Impressive climb performance. So we want to climb at max 7 64, that should be working. And let's go vertical speed at 1000 feet a minute to accelerate. Smooth things out. Oh, that's interesting. 99 of Mach. No, no thank you. Alright, let's climb at 67 if you want, but that's an interesting bug. If I put vertical speed and then I put flight level change again, it goes to Mach 99. Huh. Weird. Anyways. Yeah, one thing Xplane doesn't get right is the fuel burn of the engines and everything. It's very, I know the developers of the Phenom and I know how we did it, so I know that it's very hard to do something accurate and realistic enough, but yeah, the fuel value, the burn value that you might have seen during the takeoff run and the climb until now was disturbingly high. We're now hovering at like, if I take the fuel value now, it looks like we have like 1 hour of fuel remaining. That's absolutely not correct. As soon as we're gonna punch flight level 350, you will see the true fuel burn, and especially when I go into cruise power. However, I can understand that it can be like seen as a threat. That's why I also double checked the fuel at the beginning, because I made a freaking bad mistake. I mistakenly taken pounds for kilograms, and as we know in aviation, that's a killer right there, because it was the subject of an accident. The gliding A330 into the Azores in 2000 and something from Air Transat, that was due to this error, because they switched from pounds to kilograms, and the crew forgot about it, and then they went along with, oh yeah, that number makes sense, or from kilograms to pounds, more unlikely in this way, and this number makes sense, and they didn't look twice, and then they ended up running out of fuel over the Atlantic, which is a bad thing to do. But still, we took off at around 7,000 kilograms, and you can see that we are still going well above 2,000 feet a minute at flight level 310. Even in ISA -10, it's still very impressive for an aircraft. The 320 can barely do that, especially not in the mid-weights. So Embraer, they did a pretty good job with the Phenom. I love it. And so we are going to punch right through all AVSM airspace. We are in AVSM now, and the altimeters are still showing the same. That's a good thing. Let's just hope that we are not that early. Don't get me wrong, I want it to be early, but 46, 1955. Yeah. Okay, so 2014 local. Yeah, okay. With the transition, maybe we are a slightly bit early, but no, we should be okay. So now the climb rate is very much lower, but you can see the fuel burn, as I told you 10,000 feet ago. Now it's going down massively with the atmosphere, reducing a lot. the density of the atmosphere is so much lower upstairs that, of course, the fuel burn is way less. So right, we are. I'm not using X environment. So I think it's time for vertical speed 1000. And then let's put max 72 for the rest of the climb. Shallow the climb a little bit. Right, doesn't seem to want to accelerate anymore. That's interesting. Let's put 800. Oh, I have better than that, means I'm first officer on the A320 in Europe. I'm working out of Germany on the 320 family, so 319 and 320. So that's why it's I said it's such a different animal than the 320, this little private rocket. It's crazy. Yep, it is. ForeFlight is used by real pilots. I have the ForeFlight subscription of a friend, and I use it for flight planning, for fuel planning. And as far as I'm aware, it works quite well with the Phenom from Aerobask. We managed to do such a good job at the overall fuel burn during the entire flight. It will be roughly what you can expect from the numbers in ForeFlight. At landing, during the climb and everything, you will be how to say, burning more fuel in the climb, less fuel in the cruise, and way less in the descent, and then a little bit more during the landing. That's how it's averaging, but the whole average of the flight is quite accurate, so we are quite happy to release it in that way. So let's try it again with the Mach thing. So I am in vertical speed. I have pre-selected my speed. If I go, and it goes again Mach 99. Ah, interesting. Mach 72. Flight level change 0.72. Super speed could mean professional. Yeah, in CPL, yeah. Commercial pilot license. So the C is actually the one that stands for professional. Yeah, I know, aviation, right? Click. Still pushing 1000 feet a minute at Mach 72 in the climb. At flight level 370, almost 380, that's crazy. Usually the 320 it starts to like, how to say, feel like an asthmatic elephant at this kind of altitudes. The 319 is okay, but the 320 is crazy underpowered at these flight levels. we are going to pass over the Netherlands. What could be interesting and what I'm going to do is set up a navale around Rotterdam Airport 1104 on the VOR. So that way I have a point pointing at the Netherlands and at an airport even. And then on the other side, well, I would say Lambourne is also a good bet. So 104.
Skip of traffic, KLM 7 kilo climbing flight level 350, skip of traffic.
Then Lambourne is 1156. Lambourne, Rotterdam, alright. And bearing to Rotterdam, yep. So what I did is actually I just organized my navgates so I can see. In an emergency I can go directly towards Rotterdam or Lambourne in case where we are without looking at the map, without looking at anything. I can just go there. And now miraculously you can see that we have around an hour and a half of fuel remaining on board at the current fuel burn, and that we land in we said 2010, so that would be in 40 minutes from now. And if we took the fuel burn, our actual endurance during the climb with the fuel burn and everything, we would have been, oh well, we don't have enough fuel to do it. We do have fuel. Slightly underwhelming performance at altitude with a good load in it's actually quite accurate. The Airbus, the problem with the Airbus is that if you at some point, if you start to trade airspeed for climb rate, you might not be able to gain this airspeed in a relatively short amount of time. It's such a disappointment because in the lower level it's performing very well, but in the higher levels it might have a bit of shortcomings if you expect the same behavior. But still, it's a nice office. I'm not complaining. It's a nice office to fly and everything, and I would definitely prefer keep flying the Airbus than flying the Boeings in my professional environment. It's such a better office. However, performance I would say could be a little bit improved, but still, it's performing more than everything I used to fly before. So yeah. If you remember, at some point I went fly with a Q8 with the Sama Q8 pilot, and yeah, we're discussing about. I used to fly smaller aircraft, and yeah, it's a massive step up, massive. I have the feeling that my game is freezing a little bit. I hope there is nothing wrong going with it. The frame rate seems... yeah, the frame rate is more than okay. Alright. Yeah, it probably is, and I think it's also due to the design of the wing and the design of the airframe. The Boeing is a little bit more aerodynamic than the Airbus, but it's not a lot. But at such higher levels, you can really start to notice, to feel it. But the Boeing can climb a little bit higher, it can fly a little bit faster. In the end, same. So, slowly but surely we are arriving at 1004. And we will keep the rate. Max speed cruise was the selected one. 1000. So they expect us to fly at around 413 knots of true air speed. That should be around Mach 7.8, 7.7 probably. Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna go vert speed.
Radar, hello, KLM 44 heavy. It's descending. We are passing flight level 270, waiting about 10 or 22 miles.
Mach 7.7 looks about
First
okay.
is a Ryder 850 hotel on this frequency.
And it's time to call Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, very good evening. With 84 Zulu Juliet, level 360 on Honeycomb.
Is there 84 Zulu Juliet, hello. For traffic
Altitude
turn right,
43,000.
heading 265.
Right, heading 265 with 84 Zulu Juliet.
Amsterdam, goeden nacht. Fox Hotel Echo Victor Lima level 430.
1250. For Mike, cleared Dana 3 Alpha arrival, runway 06, descent flight level 150.
Damn.
Dana 3 Alpha arrival, runway 06, descent flight level 150. And for Mike.
KLM 16 Bravo, climb to flight level 390.
Climb flight level 390, KLM 16 Bravo.
Amsterdam, hello, Fox Hotel Echo Victor Lima level 430.
Foxtrot Echo Victor Lima, set squawk 2757.
2757.
Amsterdam Radar, very good evening. 850 Hotel with you passing level 360 inbound Kummer.
Then 850 Hotel Roger, set squawk 2751.
Fox 2751, Ryder 850 Hotel.
Then 850 Hotel, correct, climb flight level
Didn't put the half bank
370.
thing, so now it's time to do it.
850 Hotel.
That's better.
Is there 84 Zulu Juliet, resume on navigation again, direct Nogro.
Direct Nogro with 84 Zulu Juliet.
And Mr. 84 Zulu Juliet, expect to cross Nogro, flight level 280, report ready for descent.
Nogro for level 280 and we report is ready for descent with 84 Zulu Juliet.
KLM 7 Lima Kilo, leaving my airspace shortly, frequency change approved, but
Alright, frequency change approved, KLM 7 Lima Kilo.
So let's put this as a
KLM
starter.
44 Mike, proceed direct river, and after river to Oslo.
So because there is no 8 thrust on the
KLM 44 Mike.
Phenom,
KLM
I have
16
to
Bravo to
adjust
confirm,
manually.
climb to flight level 390.
And I think around 87 to 88% would
My
be what I
apologies,
go
I
for.
was forgot to plan.
Yeah, maybe a bit less. 87 straight, let's see. That would look about right. Maybe a tad bit more, but that would be 501 knot. Yeah, alright. So 87.5 looks to be the sweet spot here. The thing is, you have to be fast, but not too fast and not overcorrect, because it takes time. There is so little air around that it takes time for anything to have an effect on the airplane.
Maintaining 30 easy 73 Joy Tango.
Makes you really feel that there is like 10-15% of the density of the atmosphere that surrounds you when you are at flight level 430, rather than when you are at the bottom of the at sea level. Sorry. Next interesting VOR for us would be Honley at around Birmingham. That would give us a nice idea of when to descend.
Korean Air 243 Hello, climb to flight level 240.
I'm level 240, Korean Air 240.
Honley? Ah, that's passenger.
Amsterdam radar, very good evening. Trim cargo
180 miles.
360.
German cargo 194 identified, maintain 360.
Using my trusty calculation, I want to be at around 2,000, so that's 41,000 feet to lose.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved, bye bye.
22.8, Foxtrot Victor Lima, goedenacht. Alright, back with Unicom. Nobody is online yet. I hope it will change soon, because that's why we're here. And we should descend in about 40 miles. So when we cross the British coast, we will start the descent. Yeah, we should be landing 10 minutes past the start of the event, so that should be working still. In Birmingham currently, let's take the weather just to see. Birmingham. So I have yet to find a way to show to you guys the Navigraph charts I'm using, and I'm sorry, not that good, and I'm only using Adrenaline from AMD to stream the today. This is a work in progress. Maybe I will be more accurate in more recurrent in doing my what is the navigation doing here? It didn't cycle. That's not good. Yeah, of course, but it's showing on course. Alright, let's change that. And we should be going to Volrinis. That should work. Let's see. That was interesting. Still the leg to Nogro was active, and it was... huh. I've never seen that. And I don't think it's a Phenom problem, I think it's an Xplane problem. Very weird. Usually the Garmin still would tolerate like a mile of offset and still validate the waypoints. I think guy that's making the code for the G1000, the X1000 is German, Philip, and I think he was a little bit too German with setting up the tolerance to validate, let's say, a waypoint when you're doing your navigation. Anyways, 80s. Well, no 80s, but we have a meter. 310 at 11, cab okay. Lovely. Beautiful weather ahead. Impressive. So 88 is not enough. Alright, alright. Let's see. Almost 89, let's see. Right. So if it's runway 31 in Birmingham, 33, sorry. It's an ILS. And there is an arrival. Nice. X3D. How is it working on Xplane for you? Because I'm slightly disappointed in mine. I'm looking in going for the 9800 with DDR5 and everything. I hope that I'm going to see some performance update. But I'm disappointed because ever since I put the 7900 XT in it, I didn't see any performance gain or something, but the CPU is just overloaded, so I don't know. Just tell me what you think. Anyways, back to Rinis, and it's changing course 266. Yeah, that looks okay. Just a little bug, that's alright. ML Buzzard Valley UFX, then only Oscott Grove. Yeah, that's about right. Load. Procedure, select approach. We're gonna be doing the ILS. Runway 33. And there is no such thing as a transition in Birmingham, so it's a bit weird because you end up your star at Grove. However, there is no Grove transition. You only transition from the airport, and that you can see it on the ILS chart. It's very weird. So I'm gonna set CF33. Just for the sake of setting something up. And with the Cat 1, it's 530. Load it. 4. And it's time to descend already. Let's put flight level 100 first. That would be the first step. Yeah, we are so high. That's why we descend so early. Should we descend now or later? Yeah. We'll descend in a few seconds. We are back on course. Heading CDI 326 on the course. CDI and navigation again. GPS is green, that's all good. Yeah, you see, that's why good reference with the VOR at Honley. I know that we have to descend at around 130 miles from Honley, but you see now we are flying very fast, and the DME is not decreasing anymore. At least not as fast as this one, because we are flying not directly to it. So I would say we can shave another 10 to 15 miles and then we will descend just before Sabre, which makes a ton of sense to me. If I say something that you feel is wrong, please tell me. Appreciate. Yeah, absolutely agreed, Niels. In terms of performance, I think that Xplane is way more optimized than Flight Simulator, to be honest. At least in my experience, it's a smoother run with Xplane and a more consistent run than with Microsoft. In any case, we're gonna perform the ML1 Bravo arrival. It's an airnav arrival all the way to Grove or to Rudder vectors, whatever they tell us. We will end up at the ILS. The ILS starts at 2,000 feet at a distance of 5.1 DME. It's kind of short, so nothing fancy. We expect to intercept at around 160 knots. Then, it's a smooth 3-degree slope with a glide and DME. In case of mist, it's straight ahead to 3000 and then radar vectors. Minimums are set at 530. After landing, we will backgate by on left. If I can make it, it's Tango, otherwise we keep it rolling. And then right on Bravo, Alpha, and then Tango again. And then we will go to XLR, the good friends of mine at XLR. That's about it. The fuel, we have 1.3 k-pound remaining. And that would mean that we will land with around 800, which is exactly 1 hour. I would say even 900. If somebody has questions about the briefing, please tell me. And I think it's time to descend. 113 miles. So, we are going a ground speed of 427 knots. That would be around 2,200 feet a minute. Like with the Airbus, if you go on the 3-degree path, you still have to add a little bit of thrust. Otherwise, it's not holding the speed. Well, maybe not that much. Hello! Congrats, it's a nice jet to start with. It's a very nice piece of equipment to start with. Easy, designed to be single pilot handled. You see, yeah, having a nice chat, not stressing around anything. Everything is very well handled. It's a perfect aircraft to start with. I mean, to start with the Cessna. Oh, the briefing package. It's weather, NOTAMs, the route, exactly what we are flying and everything. So you guys can have a look. It's a PDF from ForeFlight basically that I imported in, so you can see all of that. I should have included the nav log too, so you can also help me track the fuel and everything. Maybe I will do that next time. But you have the weather, the NOTAMs, the route. That's basically it. I knew that we will not be able to see a lot of things outside tonight because it's night time, but still, I think it would have been it was a nice touch for you guys. Anyways, as you can see, we are approaching the UK now, and we start to see stuff outside, which is nice. I like it. Yeah, it's energy management. You can really, it's a thing we were really proud when we did the development of the Phenom, is that we managed, I think we managed quite well to give you the feeling of weight. It's an aircraft that weighs less than 7 tons, even less than 5.7 tons, but still that's 5 times the weight of a Cessna, and you can feel it. You can also feel it that it's the momentum is, the inertia is way worse in the higher levels than in the lower levels. Nothing is immediate upstairs. Everything takes time because there is so little air to have an effect on you. However, when you are in lower atmosphere, it's a freaking rocket ship. It's incredible. It's way nimble. It's crazy. And right now, if you look at the ND, you can see something. There is 2 lines, and I know exactly what the problem is. So we're gonna go to flight plan. Gonna go resume what we had, and there you go. You see? Hamel, Echo Golf, Bravo Bravo, and then back to Hamel. We don't want that. We want to clear the destination here, because we have it later on. We don't? No way. Alright, let me put it here. Good. And we have the weather. Oh, that's nice. Never saw that. Ah, it's Xplane. Okay. So you see now we are passing 87 miles from Hongley. Ah, we are slightly high, I would say. Even if we still have some detour to do. I will still keep it like this, and worst case scenario we're gonna have to increase the descent later. That's alright because as you can see we are not in thrust idle, we have a little bit of thrust, around 70%. So if anything arises, I can just remove the thrust. Oh, interesting. 134905. Here we go, it's starting. London Hello, Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, passing flight level 330.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, London Control, hello, can you just confirm your destination today?
Destination is Birmingham, Echo Golf, Bravo Bravo.
Foxtrot Hotel Lima, thanks. It'll be the Hemel 1 Bravo arrival for Birmingham. Descent flight level 220, level by Hemel.
Hamel 1 Bravo and flight level 220, be level at Hamel, Foxtrot Victor Lima. 220, level at Hamel, we need to increase the descent a little bit. Lovely.
German Cargo 194, that I can. Hello, descend flight level 250. Descend 250, German Cargo 194, next. London Easy, interior, flight level 360. 8890, that control, hello, it's the Hemel 1 Bravo arrival for Birmingham. Good evening, FM 47, Victor Plaza, the P4. November 427, that control, hello, Hemel 1 Bravo arrival for Birmingham. Hemel 1 Bravo arrival for Birmingham. London Control, good evening, Legend 165 X-ray, flight level 400. Legend 165 X-ray, landing control, hello, your routing today is going to be slightly different. It's going to be the Banva 1 Lima arrival for Stansted. When you're able, direct to Mayfield, Mike Alpha Yankee, which will be on that arrival. Okay, Banva 1 Lima, arrival for the Stansted, and just confirm direct to Mike Alpha Yankee, Legend 165 X-ray. Legend 165 X-ray, that is correct. Okay, just give me 2 minutes to change it in the emergency. No worries.
Alright. crossover altitude 280, that makes sense.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, contact landing control 120.025.
120.025, have a nice evening, Foxtrot Victor Lima. London, hello. Phenom, Echo Victor Lima, passing flight level 270, descending 220, be level at Hemel.
Foxtrot Echo Victor Lima, hello.
Descent checklist. The approach briefing was completed, the landing data is set, windshield heat, we have it on. Signs outlet as required, ice protection is as required. Descent checklist complete. So maybe the 80s in Birmingham is
Foxtrot
up.
Hotel Echo Victor Lima, contact London 121.030, bye bye.
121.030 Foxtrot Victor Lima, bye bye. And 1000. Second, the frequency for Victor Lima, please. 120.
121.030.
121.03, thanks very much, have a nice evening.
Should I want to top a contact London 1? Located number 2 for runway 33, contact Birmingham Tower 118.305, good evening. Number 2 out of Tower 118.305, just help Henry's Anakin.
London, good evening, Foxtrot Victor Lima, 220 Hemel.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, London Control, hello, descent flight level 160, expect DRS runway 33.
Level 160, expect ILS runway 33, Foxtrot Victor Lima. Level 160, vertical speed,
contact Scottish Control, frequency 133.2.
speed 355, that's be around there. And we can remove the alt tank.
Birmingham Information Alpha, time 1820 Zulu, runway in use 33, transition level 70310 at 11, cab OK, temperature 1, dew point -4, QNH 1014, ATC continues with ground on 121.805.
London Control, good evening. Trim Cargo 194 with 220 at Hemel.
Trim Cargo 194, London Control, hello, descent flight level 160, expect the ILS runway 27.
Descent 160, expect 27. Trim Cargo 194.
And vertical speed 1000.
58 November Echo, contact London Control, frequency 19.780.
London on 119.780, BT 58 November Echo.
Yeah, that's correct. Hello, Skipjack. Welcome on board. 3 on board for this private flight. That's lovely. I like having you guys here. It's very touching. Yep, there is not the air brake in front. Yeah, you cannot have the disc when you make the propeller disc when you are on the when you reduce the power. It's like trying to slow down a very slick thing.
427 London, hello, expect the ILS runway 33 at Birmingham.
That's interesting.
Expecting ILS 33 at Birmingham, December 4th. Foxtrot Victor Lima, descend, flight level 90.
Level 90 Foxtrot Victor Lima.
On the control, easy Sydney. Yeah, keep checking them with you head 005, flight level 190.
9000 is blue.
Easy 787 Yankee, London, Roger. I believe you should be with London 120025.
Roger, I've just been passed on, but just yourself on 21030.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it was just maybe a mistake. Try London 1200.
Cheers, yeah. So are you going, Niels? Thank you very much for being here for the whole flight. It's a shame that you're going to miss my very bad landing, but have a nice evening if you're leaving.
German Cargo 194, descend, flight level 150.
Is it 150, German Cargo 194?
There is a little bit of clouds, that's why. You cannot see it, but there is a little bit of clouds. It's
Lima, turn left heading 250 degrees.
left heading 250 degrees, Foxtrot Victor Lima. Heading 250. ILS course 326 is checked.
German Cargo 194, leave Farag heading 360 degrees.
Leave Farag heading, leave Ridak heading 360, German Cargo 194.
And the Stockholm.
Ryder, Fort Lima Hotel, fileable 97 for fileable 120, heading 320 degrees. Ryder 4, leave the hotel, London Control, hello, climb flight level 190. Fileable 190, Ryder 4 Lima Hotel. November 427, descend, flight level 160. Need to further for 160 on SMO 427.
And just to confirm, Foxtrot Victor Lima, is it vectoring for the ILS 33?
Foxtrot Victor Lima, affirm. You can descend altitude 4,000 feet to QNH 1014.
4000 feet, QNH 1014, Foxtrot Victor Lima, thank you very much. Landing lights on, 250 knots is our new target speed because we are reaching flight level 100. Keep descending, 4000 is blue, and we can vector to final to have the extended center line because he just cleared us for a, he just confirmed that it was a vector to final. PFD. Barrow 1014, passing 9700 feet now. 96, yeah, checked. The approach checklist. Altimeters, cross-checked. Barrow, decision altitude 530, Barrow. Crossfeed knob is off. Yes, it is. Exterior lights are set, signed outlets are as required, and the backs, you guys are advised. Landing in 10 minutes.
November 427, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, November 4.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, turn right heading 290 degrees, one established localizer, runway 33, descend with the glide path.
Alright, 290 degrees, when established on the localizer for runway 33, we are cleared to descend with the glide path, so Victor Lima. So, tower frequency is
London Easy, interior, flight
135.
88 Sierra, London Control, hello, descend flight level 160. Descend level 160, easy. Right, falling in my hotel, we're port heading to London, 120,
Without 20 knots.
025. 120, 025, with there.
Clear localizer, look white. And we're gonna start reducing the speed 20 miles out. Let's put
You have another 194 to center altitude 4,000 feet, East Midlands, QNH 1013.
Descend 4,000 feet, East Midlands, QNH 1013, turn cover 194.
So I hope you guys appreciate the stream. We are coming inbound, not green, we're coming inbound on the localizer for Birmingham, ILS runway 33. We are 20 miles out. Vertical speed 1000. Yep. And airfield inside, in front, that's very nice.
London, good day, Virgin 156 Tango, descending flight level 200.
156 Tango London, hello, descend flight level 150, look, socket.
150 by socket, Virgin 156 Tango.
And 427, contact Birmingham radar, frequency 123.980.
Speed target 180.
Contacting Birmingham radar 123.980, November 47, thanks a lot.
1000.
Easy 8 Sierra, descend flight level 110.
Okay, let's look right.
Easy level 110, easy 8 here. Foxtrot Victor Lima, contact Birmingham Tower, frequency 118.305.
108.305. Cheers. Nice evening, Foxtrot Victor Lima. Birmingham, hello, Foxtrot Victor Lima. We are 13 miles ILS 33.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, Birmingham Tower, good evening, runway 33, you're cleared to land, wind 320 degrees, 11 knots.
33 clear to land, Foxtrot Victor Lima, and for coordination later we are expected at XLR Aviation.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, apologies, say again please.
Yep, just for coordination for you after the landing, we are expected at XLR Aviation, north of Signature. Glide green. Speed 160.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, roger.
Speed brakes. Flaps 1. Flaps 2. Exceller Aviation is en français. It's a service provider for the at Birmingham Airport. I used to fly there when I was working in a previous company, and they are very nice people, so that's why. So, Niels, what did I tell, if you're still here? I hope you're here. I think I told everybody we were going to be landing with 900 pounds of fuel remaining, and we have about 900, a little bit less than 1,000, so again, my head math was right. I'm happy with that. $106 is the final. Okay. Gear down. Speed target 106. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Landing checklist, gear down, flaps full, spoiler closed. Go around altitude. 3000 set. Autopilot coming off.
Autopilot.
Yaw damper is off. And by 1000 feet we were stable, clear to land, runways in sight. Flight director off. Checked. Runway ahead.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
Glide slow.
Disregard, papy's ok.
Glide slow.
Oh, that's a long one. Thrust idle, ground spoiler, braking, and we have to keep it rolling. Alright, welcome to Birmingham. And Foxtrot Victor Lima, we keep this speed and we will vacate via Bravo.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, roger.
Hello, Svetovic. Welcome on board.
Birmingham Tower 47, establishing RLS 33.
Try to do the turn with 10 knots, give or take. Alright.
November 427, Birmingham Tower, good evening. Runway 33, continue approach, number 1. Number 1, November 47.
And Victor Lima runway vacated.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, taxi, holding point Alpha 6 via Alpha, contact ground 121, decimal 805, and I'll speak to you soon.
Alpha 6 via Alpha 121 805, and see you in a bit, Foxtrot Victor Lima. Ground, good evening, Foxtrot Victor Lima, vacated on Alpha, taxiing to Alpha 6.
Foxtrot Victor Lima, Birmingham ground, good evening, taxi Alpha, hold Tango 1.
Alpha, and then hold at Tango 1, Foxtrot Victor Lima. Oh, it got it. Hello, hello Johnny.
What chances of Alpha in?
Foxtrot Victor Lima, con Birmingham Tower now 118.305, speaking shortly.
And back with the tower, 118.305, Foxtrot Victor Lima, ciao. Tower, hello again, Foxtrot Victor Lima on Alpha, going for Tango.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Victor Lima, hello again, hold Tango 1.
Hold Tango 1, Foxtrot Victor Lima. It's Tango 1, and we are instructed to hold. Stopping here, taxi light goes out, parking brake is set, and I guess we are waiting for this guy. It's time for the after landing then. Flaps and speed brakes are up and closed. Exterior lights are set, ice protection is as required, that can go off. Cabin pressure, delta is 0. All done. After landing check is complete. What kind of aircraft is this? It's dancing. Maybe as much as I was, I don't know. Oh, that's a citation. Alright, alright. from Roissy to Birmingham. That's interesting for a citation. Nice, nice. Another private jet. Doing some aero braking by the looks of it. You have to put the nose wheel down first, sir.
Foxtrot Victor Lima at Tango 1, cross runway 33. Once vacated, continue taxi to the XLR Center via Lima.
Cross runway 33 via Tango 1, then on the other side via Lima towards the XLR Center. Foxtrot Victor Lima, thank you so much. Cleared to cross. Left side is clear. Strobe lights coming.
Vacated at Bravo on November 42.
November 427, Roger. Thank you, taxi holding point Alpha 6. Yeah, Alpha, and contact the ground 121.805. Bye-bye.
Taxi to Alpha 6 on Alpha November 47 and contact ground 121.805. Thanks a lot.
Alright, so now I need a little bit more light because it's going to be particular. We're not following this taxiway because I know where we're going to XLR, which is a little ramp, so that's Lima now, and it's the little hangar that's here, but you join it from this point here. So here you start heading left, avoiding the grass on the left here, that's nice, alright. But you have to keep it tight, because otherwise you cannot do as they park you, so...
Tower Easy in interior, ILS 33.
There usually is a
Easy 89er
marshaller
Birmingham Tower,
comes to
good
see,
evening, runway 33,
guides
clear to land,
you,
wind
but
320 degrees, 11
we are on
knots.
Xplane, so we don't have this
33 clear to land, Easy in interior.
luxury. So we have to improvise, and we are very good at it. So now it's a matter of praying that I'm not putting a wheel on the grass, otherwise I'm basically leaving the aircraft here, and I don't want that. So it's sharp, 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 sharper, 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 and there. And now you're parked properly. Parking brake is set. Comes off. So everything that should be off is off. That's lovely. Can put the squawk to standby now and kill the engines. Also the beacon. And we can also close the hydraulics. Emergency exit lights off. Cockpit. Cabin. We ask them nicely for a GPU. Even though we saw it was not working, yep, it's not working anymore, it's broken. That's so I can tell you, everybody, goodbye. Thank you very much for everybody. Yep, exactly, very rich owner to afford the landing fees at Roissy, yep, probably a politician or something. Thank you very much everybody for joining. We are 4 tonight, it's a full private jet cabin, so I'm really glad that you guys were here. Thank you so very, very much for your time and your support. It was nice having you on board. Nice chat. Thank you. Have a great evening and come and join us to Vatsim. There is an event going on tonight in the UK. Please join the party. Have a great day, guys.